Hi guys. I just wanted to continue a little bit with the piecewise function notes. Just wanted to go over a couple more graphs and then taking a looking at the graph and writing what the piecewise function is. All right, so we are going to take a look here. All right, and let's go here. So we are breaking out that one. So what I tell students sometimes if they're getting themselves confused, maybe, let's see, it's gonna let me do this. Yeah, nope. Sorry. Okay, there we go. If you need it, put yourself a little dotted line, and I'm gonna put it at 1. Why am I putting it at 1? Because I have breaking points at 1. All right. That means I know that I have something going on here. All right, I'm gonna erase that a little bit just to make it a little bit nicer, but a lot of dots. That's much better. All right. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. So whatever the case may be, if you need it, use it. All right, so the first thing here, when x is less than 1, so if you remember what we talked about today, these are a boundary point, right? So what we're going to use here is we are going to, oh, that's fun. Sorry. We are going to let x be 1 here. 1 squared minus 1 is 1. So let's go red. 1, negative 1. That, oh, and I'm going to undo that and hopefully explain to you why. Open circle, less than. So now I'm going to figure out another point. Now, please, I hope you notice that you're dealing with a quadratic. And I'm dealing with a quadratic with a vertex of 0, negative 2. So if we take a look here, 0, negative 2 here. I went to the right one, up 1. I'm going to go left 1, up 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take a look. There is my graph, the quadratic showing the vertex. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go blue for this one. Greater than or equal to 1. So I'm going to plug in 1. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. So 1, 2, 1. And then I get 2, and I have a closed circle. All right. Now you can realize that you have a line, and I would use the slope of the line here, negative 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, over 1, and I'm going to connect it, and there is my graph. Okay? Take a look. Do you know what the domain of this graph is? You got it. All real numbers. I can plug in any x and I get something. How about my range? Again, this guy's going all the way down. This guy goes all the way up. There's no break. Negative infinity to infinity. Okay. Again, you need to look to see what you're graphing. All right. Use these as your boundary points. If you need to put that dotted line in to help you, those are your breaking points. Completely doable. I leave it. You need to leave it as a dotted line because it's not part of the graph. All right. So now if we go back to this, right? And obviously we got something going on here. Here's my dotted line, which is 0, correct? All right, so if I take a look here, I should write f of x equals. This one here is x is less than 0, right? And then this one here in red would be x is greater than or equal to 0. And here it's equal, more, here, less than. Now, all I have to do is figure out what the equations are, right? And this goes back to your algebra days. This is a line. has a y-intercept of 3 and a slope of 1, and it's a negative slope, so negative x plus 3. This one here has a y-intercept of negative 1, has a slope of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, positive 3 over 2x minus 1. I've just completed my piecewise function. They're not all going to be so easy, just so you know, but, take a look. All right, let's go over. I'm going to have you guys do this one yourselves. Let's take a look here. I have a couple of breaks. I have 3 different graphs. I have a break here, and I possibly, no, try that again. And I have a break here, right? Just kidding. Let's move that guy over. There we go. Perfect. All right. So for my breaks, this is less than or equal to negative 2, right? This is from negative 2 to 1, non-inclusive. This is from 1 to infinity, inclusive. So those are my barriers, my boundaries. All right, so let's take a look. Here's my graph. I have a slope of negative 1, and you can really just count. So this is negative x, and it's going to go down and intercept at negative 2. Here is your straight line at y equals 2. Here, again, if I continue, it's my y equals negative 2 here, right? And I have, oh no, I lied. What is it up to? 1, 2. Sorry, so it's going to go down here. Make sure you count correctly. So we're at negative 3, and we have a slope of 2 over 1 minus 3. That there is my set of piecewise functions. All right. So again, pay attention. Let me just make sure I got all, yeah. Looks great. All right, well, let's see what we got next. All right, here's a nice little word problem for you. This guy's gonna be all yours to do. Lovely. And this here is in bookwork, all right? Page 39, 43 to 40, 43, 49, 50, and page 29, 95 to 98. And this is all going to be due Thursday. All right. Hope you guys have a good night, and I will be on Zoom tomorrow if you need me. Have a good one.